Hello, Algebra Half Class. I hope that you are still in your pajamas, like I am, that you're staying warm and cozy and safe, and thank you for watching. So I thought that we could go through the lessons that are coming up because we're going to lose that one day of math, and I know that you're super excited to do that, so let's go ahead and do it. So this is lesson 76. This is your first video to watch, and the good news is that these lessons coming up, I think, are way easier than the other ones that we've had. So that's probably a good thing. And probably the other good news is that you guys get to have your hot chocolate and relax and kick back and watch this. So hopefully you'll get something out of it, though. We'll see how it goes, right? This is our experiment. All right, so we are going to learn, we know scientific notation, and we reviewed that last week. And now we're going to multiply numbers with scientific notation. So first I have a little introduction here. And I have, how do we multiply 4 times 1,000 times 100? Well, hopefully we remember to go 4 times 1,000, we just take the 4 and we add 3 zeros to it. So this would be 4 times 1,000 is 4,000. I did forget to mention that on this end grade thing, we're going to try and have these sheets available on there, so you should have this printed out and follow along with your notes because it'll help you and it might keep you from falling asleep, all right? So 4 times 1,000 equals 4,000. Then we're going to take this 4,000 times 100. Well, whenever we have a 1 with zeros and we're multiplying by that, we just add the number of zeros to the end of the number. So 4,000 times 100 is going to be 4,000 and 2 more zeros. Okay, and the reason that we're doing this, I feel like I sound like Mr. Khan on the Khan videos, but the reason that we're doing this is because this is really scientific notation. It's scientific notation kind of condenses this, but we're doing the same thing. So that's kind of why I thought I'd start with this part. Okay, so if we have 7 times 8 times 10,000 times 10, well, we would take the 7 times 8, which we know would be 56. And if we multiply it by 10,000, we just add 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So let's go ahead and I'll do that. So this part right here, and that's probably my husband calling. So this part right here is 560,000. And then to multiply that by 10, I just add another 0 to this. So I'm at 560, and then I have the 3 zeros, 1, 2, 3. And then to get this 10 in here, I'm going to add another 0. So 7 times 8 times 10,000 times 10 equals 5,600,000. All right. So then we go down on your paper and I say write the powers. So what is 1,000 equals 10 to the what? Well, it's basically 10 to the third because it has 3 zeros. Okay? 10,000 equals 10 to the third, which is the same as 10 times 10 times 10. 10 times 10 is 100 times 10 is 1,000. 1,000 equals 10 to the third. So 10,000 equals 10 to the what? Well, I just add up the zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 10 to the fourth. 10,000 equals 10 to the fourth. And 10 equals 10 to the 1. It's just 10. All right. So now we get to the meat of it. That's just kind of the introduction of scientific notation. And this is how we multiply these out. So I give you the steps. Step 1, multiply the numbers. So the numbers are this number and this number, whatever the numbers are in front of your scientific notation. You multiply these together because you're multiplying these big things together. So 4 times 2 is 8. And then what you do is you add the exponents. And the exponents are these. Okay, so you have to take your 8, and then you're still in scientific notation, so you're going to keep your 8 times 10 to the something. Well, you take your exponents. So I'm going to go, I can start with 14, and So I had $14 and I spent 4, I got 10, or I spent $4, but then I gained 14, I have $10 left. So 8 times 10 to the 10th. So you see we multiplied the numbers and then we added the exponents and we still have it in scientific notation. All right, so let's look at B. I think we can do the first part where we multiply the numbers. So we have 3 times 3 equals 9. And we're still in scientific notation, so we're going to keep our 9 times 10 to the something. Well, what's something? We're going to take our 6 and then minus 2. So we're going to say 6 minus 2, or you could say 6 plus negative 2. Same thing. 6 minus 2 is 4. So if you want to do this on your calculator, you would see that 3 times 10 to the 6th times 3 times 10 to the negative 2nd is 9 times 10 to the 4th. All right, trust me on that one. Great. Okay, so we'll just do the same thing on these guys and then we'll be done. So 2.1 times 2 is going to be 4.2. And I'm in scientific notation. I'm going to take my exponents, add them together. I'm at 10 to the 13th. These are the practice problems, by the way. I'm sure you figured that out by now. And then we have 4 times 3 is 12 times 10 to the negative 5 plus negative 8 is going to give me negative 13. I hope you can see that there. All right, so that's all there is to it for lesson 76. And please stay tuned for lesson 77.